everyone! I know it's been a quick minute since you've actually seen my face on camera, but today I thought it would be fun to do a sort of vlog style entry as I talked about some of the craft supplies that I have been purchasing off of Wish. So I only really got 3 things that I wanted to test out and sort of review for you today, 2 of which are more crafting tools, and the last of which is more of a supply. So I think I'm going to start off with the easiest one, which is the craft supply. So I'll just take a little cut there. And it's actually a set of washi tape. I actually ordered these from a set that said I was getting 5 random ones from any of the patterns that they had available. And I actually think they're really cute. A lot of the reviews were saying things like some of them are really specific, so it'll say things like it's a boy or it's a girl, which you can't always use. But these actually I think turned out okay. I think I spent $2 on these, and this first one is like some sort of flower, rose, maybe a cherry design? Is that cherries? I don't know, but it's kind of got a red and orange and green kind of look to it. I have this one which kind of looks more like blueberries. 2 pink patterned ones. This one's just diagonal stripes, and this one is a darker pink and chevron. And the last one is a Christmas one. So it's got bows, trees, stars, and snowflakes all over it. Like a lot of washi tape, it's not super opaque, but you can definitely see through it, as you can tell on the strip itself. But once you lay it out, this is sort of what the design looks like. I'd compare it, pretty much to the sort of washi tapes that I always get from Michaels, since I've been getting into plannering more recently. Washi tapes can get pretty expensive, so this was fun to kind of have a little surprise in the mail. I believe is a Roto dial. I think I'd compare it a lot to maybe I'm just thinking of the crocodile, but it's supposed to be some sort of contraption that allows you to put in eyelets. It came with like a sampling of different sizes of eyelets, so I'll be using this to test it out. So in order to put in the eyelets, I believe you're supposed to have this yellow part attached so that you can press it in and it collapses them together. And you can also rotate this part. It's a little hard. I think it is anyway. Oh my gosh. So immediate things I'm noticing is the yellow bit can't actually rotate through. It pops off when it comes through and leaves the hole about there. It's very difficult to get to turn. I am getting it to go, but it requires quite a bit of force. I think this is the one where you can actually poke holes in. You have to press down and it goes into the center bit. So yeah, those are just my big issues with it so far. The bottom part also isn't very secure. I have to keep popping it back in because every time I turn it, it seems to pop right back out again. But it does generally work, I guess. So I just have a random old shirt here, and I'm going to test out the hole punching part of it, just right here in the middle. Okay. Yeah, I did actually get a hole out of it. So I have poked a hole using the smallest setting. I'm going to put in this Roto-Punch right now. So the bottom spoke part is sort of through the bottom, and actually I'm going to remove the yellow part so that it's all metal going in here. So once I punch that through the hole, I'm going to attach this eyelet so that it is sitting on top, and the round part is facing the upper bit without the yellow part as well. And I'm going to clamp down this way as tight as I can. Release, maybe do it a little tighter. Okay, let's see how we did. So when it pops out, it actually did an okay job. It's not fantastic though. I think this could definitely punch a little flatter. It's there, it's definitely in there, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little loose in the back. Maybe once I get some of this fabric out of the way. But it did punch, I will give it that. And it does, obviously the eyelet is there, and I could easily stick some string or some embroidery floss through that if I wanted to tie it or do anything with laces. generally, I think for punching holes, this does a really great job. I'm still not super sold on this eyelet part, though. I've done a couple of tests, probably way too many tests, and a lot of things just don't work for it. So I've gone switching from using just the metal bits to using the plastic bits to using the actual hole punching mechanisms, and nothing actually closes this entirely flat. I just wish it pinched it a little tighter so that it would be a little more secure even in some stretchy fabrics. And while it looks good, I can't imagine what would happen if I started stretching it, or if the hole got bigger after going through the watch. It would probably pop right out, and I bet you anything I could pop it out right now. Oh, look, I can. So yeah, I'm not entirely excited about this. I think it does an okay job getting it relatively flat, as you can see, but for stretchy fabrics, maybe not so much. I'm going to open up this one next, and inside, I believe, is an engraving pen. So this is what it looks like. This is the part that I think is supposed to heat up so that you can engrave. It feels kind of hollow, so I think you're supposed to pop it up, and there's a button right here. There are no instructions, so I don't exactly know what I'm looking for here. It opens up on the inside. It looks like it takes batteries, but I'm not entirely sure what kind. It's not really specifying. So I don't know, maybe I'll just grab whatever I can find and see what works. I can't be in front of the camera. Okay, so I figured it out, and I put 2 AA batteries in here, and you press the button and it just starts whirring, kind of. I don't know if you can probably hear it better than you can see it. But it's really rough on the point, almost like a nail file, and I think the way you're supposed to do is you're just supposed to hold this down and start engraving on whatever it is that you want to engrave on. So what I'm going to be doing, this is the plastic cover to my sewing machine. So I'm just going to take the back corner here and see if I can engrave my initials on it. That way it's nothing too crazy. I had a really hard time filming that, but it did actually work, and I do have very slight engraved initials right about there. Yeah, so BQ. I imagine this is something that's actually going to take some time to master. It's not something that I can probably perfect in a day, but overall, yeah, I'd say it works. Really, I think the only thing that I wish I had for both this contraption and the Roto-Punch is directions, because I had to do a little bit of online searching, a little bit of testing to figure out what worked best for what I was trying to do. Just to recap on the pricing, 2 of these were just pay shipping items. So this, I believe, was $2 for these 5. I got this, I think, for $2 shipping, and this is the only one that I actually paid for and then paid for shipping, but I think they retail at about $20 and I got it for about $6. So overall, I think they all work. Maybe not as well as I'd like them to, but I think it was definitely fun to test them out, and I definitely will be getting plenty of use out of the new washi tapes that I've got. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you look forward to seeing any more of my DIYs or reviews from Wish or otherwise, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and like this video if you liked what you saw. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in my next video.
Want to say bye, kitty? Since you want to be in the video so bad, why don't you say bye-bye? She wants to take a nap with Mama.